Hello, welcome to My Life in Spain. My name is Mark, and today I want to talk about why I think you should leave Trump's America now while you still can. I moved to Spain 15 years ago from New Jersey, and looking back on it, it's probably the best thing I've ever done. And when I hear about what's going on in America today, I think there's plenty of more people there that would like to leave if they could. The cost of living is sky high. Insurance is going up, your utilities are going up, everything's going up except wages. So it's becoming almost impossible for normal working people just to get by. And if you're elderly, the chance of retiring might seem like a dream to you now because of this. Where the fuck's this wind come from? Now, life in America is it's too stressful, it's too expensive, and you could be a lot happier probably if you live somewhere else, which in my case is Spain. I'm very happy here in Spain. It's safe, the food is great, it's got a great weather. There's just so many nice things to say about it, and I'm not stressed out over my bills. I'll give you an example. My electric bill for last month, and I don't have any gas in the house, everything is electric, it was 52 euros. So that's around $60, I think, just about. So it's really inexpensive. In fact, one thing they don't tell you, while prices have been going up in America, the cost of electricity in Spain's actually been coming down since 2017 because Spain invested heavily in renewables. Not drill, baby, drill, but let's use the sun and the wind and get electricity for free. And that's what they've done. So that's good. That's good news right there. The next thing in America that bothers me so much is the politics. People seem to talk about politics, whether you're for Donald Trump or against Donald Trump. No one seems happy. And it's understandable. Half the population didn't vote for Trump. And most of those who did probably regret it now. Especially the farmers, by the way. So I don't know. And it doesn't seem to be getting any better to me. When I watched Pete Hegseth last week call all those generals and admirals from all over the world, from far-flung bases in Asia and the Middle East, and brought them all back to Virginia so he could tell them they were fat. What a waste of money. What a complete waste of money. I'm sure they sat there looking at him thinking, what's this idiot, a Fox and Friends weekend news host telling me about the military? What does he know? Not a lot. I know he was in the military, but not that long. So it's just, and then Trump goes off on some incoherent speech that, if he doesn't know the truth, he makes it up. He even makes up words that don't exist. The guy's a nightmare. You'll see foreign leaders meeting him and they're kissing his ass because they need to be nice. They need America's help for things. So, but when Trump's not around, they're making fun of the fat man. I don't know. And it worries me that he's not going to want to go unless he dies. And then you're going to get JD Maybelline eyeliner Vance. It's going to replace him. There's another win-win for you. So nothing looks good to me right now in America. So that's why I say if you got the chance, leave now. Now, if you're retired, there's absolutely no reason, unless you want to be around your grandkids, that you want to stay in America. If you've got the means, you should move overseas. You'll live a lot better on your Social Security in another country than you will in America. In America, you probably won't be able to survive on your Social Security. You'll have to work still. So who wants to work until they die? Nobody. So if you can leave, leave. I'm going to tell you a few ways here now how you can. The first way is to get a second passport. If you can prove that your grandparents were born in Ireland, you can get an Irish passport. If you get an Irish passport, you can live anywhere within the European Union. And you'll also have free healthcare. What you do, you go to Ireland, you register on their National Health Service, and then you can move to Spain, Germany, wherever you like, and you'll be covered under their healthcare. So that'll save you a ton of money right there. No more health insurance. The next thing is Same goes with Italy. You can get an Italian passport if one of your grandparents was from Italy. And it could be the same with a few other countries. If you're Jewish and you can prove your family left Spain or Portugal because of the Spanish Inquisition, you have the right to return. You can apply for that. You just have to have all the paperwork for it that traces back your family tree. Okay, now the other way, and the way most people are going to do this, is probably with, in Spain's case, a non-lucrative visa. Now, to get a non-lucrative visa, you need to prove that you have an income of 2,700 euros a month. And that's, it can be from rental properties, stock option shares, your social security, and if everything combined, as long as it's more than 2,700 a month, you can get a non-lucrative visa. It allows you to move to Spain, but it won't allow you to work in Spain. It also won't provide you with healthcare. But healthcare here, private healthcare with a company like Sanitas, is probably, if you're in your 70s, it's going to be around 200 a month. If you're younger, it's going to be a lot less. You just have to prove the money. Another way of doing it is Portugal's D7. You don't have to have as much money. I think for the D7 you need 700 euros a month, but you have to deposit a year's worth of money in a Portuguese bank before they give you your residency permit. As soon as you get your residency permit, though, you can take that money out of the bank. You don't have to leave it there. And that's a really inexpensive way to do it. Plus, if you have residency in Portugal, you can get citizenship after 5 years. And even with just the residency, you can live anywhere within the European Union. I don't know, tell me what you think about your life in America. Is it getting better or is it getting worse? Would you leave if you could? I think a lot of people would say yes. I really do. Because I see these videos now and people seem to be struggling. 2 jobs, 3 jobs, using their credit cards to buy groceries. It can't go on forever. And then of course you've got the political uncertainty. You've got Trump's regime where they're full of dumb ass kissers. Just doing what he wants, telling me how great he is. He loves that. He loves all that stuff. And then I'm kind of worried that he won't give up. Unless he's dead, I think he'll try and run for president again. Hopefully when the midterms come next November, people take back the Senate and the House from the Republicans. But bear me out here. Don't be surprised if Trump starts a war somewhere, because if there's a war, he can cancel any elections. So that's another card he could play. So just be careful. Anyway, all I can say is I'm very happy I left America. It's not the country I grew up in. It's different now. It's divided, polarized. It's too expensive, and it's not safe. Do something about your gun problem over there. It's awful. Anyway, that's my little rant for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you again on a later video. Oh, and if you like this kind of stuff and things about Spain, please subscribe. I'll appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.